Hey guys, I know that this might be a little bit short notice, but here is a quick tutorial on how to make those cat ears that we made in the last video a little bit more extravagant. For supplies, you'll need the cat ear headband that we made from a previous video, your color of ribbon, small thin ribbon works best for me, scissors, of course, you gotta cut that ribbon somehow, beads are optional, and of course, needle and thread are also optional, but not the hot glue gun. First, take out your ribbon and unroll it really a lot, like unroll a lot of ribbon. And then cut it. When you feel like you have a really long amount, make sure that you're workable with it. It's really important. So begin by wrapping the tail of your ribbon onto the headband. You want to pull it around a few times. I don't know why I didn't just go ahead and start wrapping it with the smaller end, but I didn't. So anyways, begin wrapping at the base of one of the cat ears. The cat ear will have more stability there and, it'll grab a little bit easier. If you want, feel free to add a little dollop of hot glue on that tail end as you work it up the cat ear. Now this video is going to revolve a lot of wrapping with ribbon or with the strings, so just be careful. Try not to get it snagged onto the wire. So continue up it and make sure that you have no visible spots of the wire and just continue wrapping around and around and around, and I mean around. Be patient, you don't want it to get snagged because there are a few different parts of wire there and you don't want it to mess up your ribbon because then you're just going to have to cut a whole new piece and that just went to waste. Continue this until you get all the way around and then loop the ribbon onto the headband and continue downward to the headband if you can. If you can't, go ahead and cut yourself a second ribbon and secure it with the hot glue. But mine was long enough, and I mean it is really long, as you can see there. And I'm just going down the headband base to secure the ribbon there. This is not fraying. Also, it's just giving it a little bit more life. You can stop there at the cat ears, but I want my base of the headband to be covered as well. And I'm making sure that all of the pieces are covered so that there's no dark parts. So just go back on any other piece if you need to and go continue. And once again, we're just wrapping this around the ribbon and not twisting it in any way. This does take a little bit of time, but if you're watching anime like me, it's going to take you a while. So it's just a good, easy craft project to continue doing. And now, as you can see, I got to the base of the second ear and I'm just going up it just like the first one without the tail. Now that I've finished the entire second ear, go ahead and start wrapping the base again on the other side so that it matches the first side. See, I only have a little bit left. Just wrapping away. Look how much ribbon I still have. It's good to cut more ribbon than you need than too little, so be a little bit generous in that first step of cutting ribbon. And here, as you can see, I just see a little bit of a dark part right there. I'm just going to go back and cover it, and now I'm just going to continue wrapping until I'm almost out of ribbon. Before I'm done, I went back onto the cat ear and I started rewrapping that as well for more stability. Now you can see if you ran out of ribbon or anything else, just take a little bit of hot glue and slowly press it back onto your project and let it sit. If you have any little spider webs, pull those off and it should be nice and clean. You can stop here if that's what you want, but I want to jazz up mine just a little bit more. So we're going to cut a really long piece of string. I'm using this needle threader here, and needle threaders are the best, so you don't have to worry about if you can't get it in. Push it into a small needle and put the ribbon in, put the string into the needle threader and pull it out and voila, instantly threaded, no hassle. Now make a knot with two ends of the same string that's on the needle. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to make a knot, but I'm going to show you. Just make a loopy and pull, like so. Yes, very nice. Yes, nice little knot. Begin taking all of your beads, and if you want, you can make it into a pattern. This one, I just started beading. Obviously, you could just see the colors that I chose are very aquatic and very sea life and marine life, and just keep beading. Make sure you have enough string and everything. So this first style that I'm going to show you is wrapping. So obviously just tie your string onto your cat ear and begin wrapping your beaded string all around the cat ear base. Now this just has no, I guess, organization with it. You can do this however you want. You can have it loop all the way around, or you can only do like one side. As you can see here, there's two different parts. So some of the string's exposed, some of it's not. It's just really fun and crazy, and you don't have to have it be so uniform. So you can just have fun and keep going that way, and by wrapping it all around the cat ear. And if you want, you can do the cat ear base as well, but this is just one version that I'm showing you, and I hope you'd like it. This is the one that I actually stuck with. This one I'm calling it straight lining, and you saw this in the beginning of the video. So we're actually using the tail of the string and not the front. And we're going to take it and we're just going to loop it around the headband and then start looping it around the beads in position. So depending on where you hold your beads, that's where you wrap it. And I'm doing every other 2 beads. So every 2 beads, I'm going to wrap it around the cat ear and secure it into place so it does not move. Now, if I run out of beads, that's why I'm using the tail end, because I can use the needle end and add more beads. As you can see here, it's just holding the beads in place and then securing it by wrapping the string around the cat ear and the bead, if you can see. So it just looks like that. You're just going to hold it in place. Here's another angle. So you hold it in place and then you just wrap it around. You don't wrap it around the bead itself, you wrap it around the other string, aka the needle string. And then you just keep going. I gave it a good 2 wraps around each part. So in between each 2 beads, I wrapped it twice, and then I moved forward and then wrapped another 2 beads around the cat ear. And that's how I got the straight lining. It's still a style of wrapping, but I didn't want it to be completely wrapped because it's very straight, and that's what it looks like. Here, this is how I'm finishing it. I ran out of the tail end, which is okay because you can go back and use the head string, like not the head string, but the needle string, and just secure it by sewing it and then going back. But I had to finish wrapping it, and now I'm just going to go back into the ribbon, and I'm making a few sewing stitches. And then I'm going to make a few knots, which is just going to help secure it and hide it. You don't really want to show like the knots in it. You want this to look a little bit professional, that's fine, but it's okay. So just keep going and then make those knots back into the ribbon, and then cut as close as you can without cutting your hard work to the string, and I mean the needle thread. And snip! There we go. And that's what it looks like. If you look up close, I have the knot hidden. You can see how tightly wound the beads are to the cat ear, and it just looks really nice. I ended up doing a pattern with my beads, and it just looks so amazing. This is the end product with both ears finished using the straight lining. So these cat ears that we made are actually like, I want to say mermaid-esque because of the color of the pearls that we use, or the beads. Keep in mind, you can customize these any way that you want, or if you don't want to do that, just keep them plain and natural. I like this because it really does stand out, and you can tell that they're there versus some small wires, and it gives it a little bit more personality. You feel free to add extra bows or ribbons. I know that Christmas time is coming up, so if you do this tutorial with bells, let me see it and tag me in all your social media if you happen to follow this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.